We've got Nora MacDonald and the crew here on CBS this morning that I'm watching, and she's grilling Kellyanne Conway, who I think is a nice lady. Oh, yes. And really grilling her. Well, my question may never be answered, it may never happen, is when in the heck, notice I'm using heck, uh, does the camera get turned on the media and they're asked specific questions, which would really just, what's the word for it? Well, for lack of a better one, show them up for who they are. They have deleted, they work for, and this woman does, they work for the Rockefellers, is who they work for, the global government. Headquarters out of New York, at least part. Where the Freemasons' home office is and the United Nations are located, and the Rockefeller Center, Rockefeller Plaza. I'm at loss for words, I guess, that I can put up on here anyway. It would be so great to have all the media for once focused on these so-called hosts, news media and all that, and ask them specific questions, kind of like they did in the presidential campaign, where they're before the world and they have to answer the question or. They would be at lost because with words to say, because if they don't know the truth, and I'm talking about mind control murders, I'm talking about the plot to take down my father, Edward VIII, and replace him with George VI. So you actually installed your own so-called monarch. And you are up here ranting and raving and getting a panel together or a committee, bipartisan, you say, to look into the hacking done, you're saying, by the Russians and WikiLeaks. Well, did you ever stop and think that, I know you control the world, it's how you do it, USA, it's how you've done it. Did you ever think that Australia might like to have nothing to do with interference into their government, how it's run? The UK, the Brits, when you, they don't have any rights. Oh, excuse me, I keep forgetting that they're like me, they don't have any rights. The Americans are the only ones that have any rights. Golly gee, how could I forget this and all this hell? I've put it up here over and over for the last 4 to 6 years on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram. I lost some of these. They're still up there, trying to get back YouTube that had most of my videos on it. But I've laid it out on all of them with backup. I was kidnapped in 41, born in 39. Again, it doesn't seem to bother anybody unless I have a day before. Well, it'd be nice just to go up and sit before Congress in hearings like back the Watergate, where they blanked out the 18.5 minute of the tape. It was subpoenaed, and so they knew what was on it, and man, they do not want it told. So anyway, they've gotten away with it, and I put it all up here. So it's not okay for anyone to tell the truth, and that's all they did, exposing the emails and all that. It's not okay for them to do that. That's interfering in an American election, and that's a no-no. And they're claiming Russia did it in WikiLeaks. So they take away the right for Australia, well, they're British, Britain, to care about what you did to our government. Russia, you know, who in the heck do you think killed Tsar Nicholas and his family? And Anastasia shows up over here at Charlottesville, And the day, May the 4th of 1984, when I was driving, Larry Flynn had furnished me a car because